Miss
T,
Miss
I'm
Wood,
ready.
I probably could never call you. You know, what I'm saying I could probably never do that anyway. But I was wondering, what is the name of your tea company?
The name of the company, thanks for asking, is Total Life Changes.
Okay.
It's a multi-level marketing company that I stumbled onto back in 2014
Okay.
after I retired.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump into that. Okay, good. And then all right,
Is that an herbal tea?
Yes, it is.
Let's save that because we're gonna start recording. I got you, I got you, fam. Woo. Hey, you know what? Pronounce Coach's name for me, fam.
Antonio Sahuba Baruti.
Does that name sound familiar, Miss Wooden?
No.
Okay. Now, you see, now we're gonna get into it. See, that's why the levels come in, Dub. You know what I'm saying? She was a teacher in the 70s with me, and then Coach was with you in the 80s at the end and the tail. Kiki.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. We're gonna run it from the top. Can you keep? Okay, we got the sound check rolling. We're gonna do like we in the studio.
We good with sound, we good with everything.
Okay.
And computer seems to be cool.
Let me get my side going on too. I'm gonna get my extras going on again. Okay, we'll restart that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and get the backup on the cell phone. Hey, Doug.
Yes, sir.
So I sent an email to Jose, man, and I told him I'm just gonna have to. I couldn't make it because I have prior appointments. So we're just gonna stay here for the whole thing. I couldn't do that to Coach.
Oh, man, I love you, bro.
Love you too, fam. That's what we do. Unity, brother.
And I was just saying the other day that I wanted to start because my boy be overseas in Thailand and all that. He was telling us how we could start our own tea company, and so look at her. She just came in here and
Look how
started
good
telling
God
us about herbal tea. We need that, man.
That's the truth right there.
Placed my order before I even seen it. I'm getting mine there.
And you know, I just shipped some to the Philippines in August because they don't have a distributor there. And it didn't make it there till October, but oh my goodness, they ate it up. So I'm going to ship them some more in January.
See, Kiki.
Well, you know, I might have a shipping connect for you where you can get it there a little bit quicker than that, Miss B.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I might have to take care of that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it shouldn't cost that much. It's only tea.
It's only tea.
Yeah.
Yep, it's tea. It cost me like $89 to ship it from here. But then when they got it, they had to pay customs or whatever they call that. They had to pay, I think, about $69 just to receive it. It was crazy.
Nah, that's wrong. Who did you ship it with?
USPS.
No, that's why. That's why you should have shipped it FedEx.
FedEx will ship.
Yeah, it's worldwide. That's worldwide.
See, I'm glad we got this connection.
Yeah. And you can send it FedEx or you can send it what's the other one? The air company. What's the air company name? I missed it with the yellow. It's another company. I forgot. Man, I just can't think. My mind is blank right now. It'll come to me, but it's another airline that they ship all over the place, and you can use them as well.
Okay.
I'll make sure you get the name.
We about to make some money.
I know that's right.
No, that's real. I like that. Kiki, you ready to restart?
Yeah, we're in the first quarter already.
I am.
Oh, are we already rolling?
No. We intro. I'm just getting ready, y'all. That's all. We intro and then next up first quarter.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking.
Okay. So whenever y'all ready, I'm ready.
All right,
I'm ready.
Let's do the restart, but let's keep the okay. I'm ready.
For sure. All right, here we go, y'all. Have a good show again.
All right, no problem.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, so we ready.
Yep, we are. Sound rolling.
I don't think she's gonna play the music.
No. 1 second. Hold on. Just getting the sound. All right, here we go.
There we go.
Yes, sir. You know what time it is.
Take on this one.
Yes, sir. You know what time it is.
Morning, good afternoon, good night. Well, we're gonna bring it back to buenos dias. ¿Cómo está? Hola. Ça va? Bonjour. Welcome to I'm from the Zoo. I'm your host, Mike Michigan. And we also got my co-host,
B-Dub.
B-Dub. Can't see your picture, man. Where you at, man? Come on in and shine for us, brother. There he is. What's happening, fam?
I'm right here, baby.
Man, how you doing, man? You know what? Out of the great ways of saying for today, I'm going to say Habari Gani.
That's what's up.
Habari Gani, ladies and gentlemen, means Amujo, which means unity. And today we're going to start the Kwanzaa season a little bit early. You feel what I'm saying? Shouts up to the Kwanzaa Film Festival going on in New York. Miss Ina Norris, one of our guests. But today we have a super special show. Wouldn't you say, B-Dub? Two of them.
Super duper.
Two special shows. We have people that are dear to our heart. You know what I'm saying? You know what? You can't get a great beginning without a great person. Would you say, Dub?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, man. And before I get going, I want to give a shout out to my mom, Miss Karen Bankston. Thank you so much for this beautiful shirt. I am Black History. And it is true. You better walk into your existence and know it. And speaking of walking into your existence and know it, without further ado, Dub, I'd like to bring to the show world my first grade teacher. That's right. Who could have that privilege to have such a thing? But I do, and we do, and you do right here on I'm from the Zoo. You know what? Let's zap on in, Kiki. Welcome. Welcome on in. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Vickie Wooden in the spot. She is also known for y'all back in the day as Mrs. Hobson. All right. She was my first grade teacher. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be here. It's truly a pleasure and a privilege. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you so much for being here. I think it's special. You know, it's a special thing in Kalamazoo. Bless you. It's a special thing because we want to honor our teachers and our educators and our coaches. You know, and you know, Dub and I, we like to give back in different ways, and this is definitely one. And we welcome you to the show. And I thank you. So let's jump into it. Let me give you a little quick background. When I was in the first grade, this lovely young lady on the screen told me that I was smart. And I believed that, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? I was in the first grade and I had a lot of crazy energy. Well, let me stop talking. Let me let my teacher talk about it.
Okay. Well, you know, it's just amazing that, you know, the impact that you could have on people without really even knowing it. You know, Mike, when you were in my class, that was my first year of teaching. And I was a newlywed and I was pregnant. And I did name my son Michael. Okay.
Oh.
He had the same kind of energy that you had.
Oh my God. Yes. And
Shouts out to you, Mike.
shouts out to Mike. Yes. Now you're originally from Flint, Michigan, right?
That's true. That's
All
true.
right. Tell us
Yes.
tell us about your beginnings in Flint.
So I was born and raised in Flint.
Mhm.
And the reason why I became a teacher, if I could just share that part right here,
Please.
was I decided when I was 10 years old in fourth grade that I was going to be a teacher when I grew up because I didn't see very many teachers my skin color. And especially in elementary school. And I didn't like the way I was treated as a student. I felt like, there was no hugs, there was no smiles, there was no real encouragement. And I felt dirty. I felt like I was not accepted. And it was when I was 10 that I said, I'm going to grow up to be a teacher and teach kids like me and just show kids and tell kids that they are important, that they do matter.
Yes.
And that was it. I love growing up in Flint, though. I can't lie. I did love growing up in Flint. That was back in the day when you didn't have to worry about all this stuff that kids have to worry about now. And we played outside.
Talk about that.
The street lights came out.
Now, your family is very involved in the entertainment field because your nephew, and thank you for that, sharing about why you became a teacher, and we thank you. And now before we keep going all over, there's a lot of things your family is indulged into the entertainment business, very much so. And your nephew happens to be my partner. Shouts up to the Gov Flint, you know what I'm saying? For many, many decades, that's been my right-hand man and still is. So shouts up to you, sir. But tell us about your family and your background and growing up in Flint and with all of that.
Well, the reason why our family sing, and I'm going to show you a picture one of these days. Every time we had family reunions, and we had family reunions for every holiday, we would always have what's called a gong show before there was even a gong show.
Right.
And from the kids, we would get, our parents would dress us in outfits, look alike, put us in little singing groups, and we would perform. And that's where that came from. I mean, even with, you call him Governor Shahid, or Dion, doing housework, we all just sang as kids. We all just sang. And, me and my sister, his mom, we sang at the sink doing dishes and cleaning chitlins, which I don't do chitlins no more. But, and so our kids did the same thing. And so, yes, all our kids.
He told me that I was like the Jacksons growing up. That's what he told me, that y'all was like the Jacksons, man. And he said it was a thorough, and it still goes on to this day. And he says his sister was in Texas in radio, and the brothers was all over Idris and all, so very much shouts out to you and your family.
Thank you.
And that background. And you know what? I want to thank you because you brought that to me. And I wanted to go back to saying, so when you came, it was at Greenwood Elementary when I was in the first grade. See, I grew up most of the time in Benton Harbor. And this is when I knew that I was going to be successful because my mother and my grandmother and my teacher, they all had a pact. If I got out of hand, she had the right to go ahead and, hey, straighten me up.
Mm-hmm.
But she never had to, and she did it in such a wonderful way. There was no, Miss Wooden, I say Miss Hobson, but Miss Wooden took us, Sam Wilson, Willie Smith, and myself to the circus, y'all. Took us to the circus and bought me a whip. Now, what teacher in the first grade, I know, and I was crazy with that thing. I'm going all over the place, doing all kind of wild stuff, but she let us be who we was, and who Willie Smith became. Right. A couple of my teachers, I had Monica Walker in there. Shouts up to Monica. Monica's a strong Black woman doing her thing. And then I get to, and then years later, I get to be with Gov and do the music, and depending on my brother, man. So your family's been definitely a blessing to me, and you've been a blessing to me. And now I wanted to ask you, and thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to say thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? Because and it's important because I went to another school later down in my years, and I had teachers that will, try to tell me something different and treat me something different. So I totally understand how you feel. But the experience that you gave me from the beginning of my, telling me that I was smart, I love to do my homework, and then that's why I see exactly some of my colleagues that do a lot of research. Shouts up to Ed Jen, you know what I'm saying, about the pipeline system. I can see that, and it challenged me when I got to a certain grade, because I knew that I was better than that. And I knew that I wasn't the person that they were trying to make me be. And I knew that my grades weren't reflective of where my mind was. So God is the greatest to be able to have you on this show to tell you thank you, because it really mattered in my life. And I thank you for that.
Like I said, it's my honor. And I, all through my years of teaching, I just continue to do that. And this is not no brag, I think, because I don't like to do that.
Sure.
I keep saying I really believe that you have to speak into children. Sometimes you have to tell them who they are and who they can be. I don't know, Mike, that my son, sir, is autistic. But most people wouldn't know it because of the things that I have told him about him.
Yes. And sir can sing. Sir can do so many things. Shouts up to sir, such a gentleman, and you've raised such a wonderful son. And he's in a shining example. And we also want to give shouts because I also was a special needs parent as well. You know what I mean? And shouts up to all of the parents that have special needs children. And the care that we give for them, and the care that you give for your child. Thank you for what you do.
I think God knows who to choose.
That's real.
To be those parents.
Now you say, tell me about sir. What are some things that sir does that make just warms your heart? Tell us all.
Because sir is very quiet, okay, until you give him a microphone, and he just transforms into a whole other person. I was telling a friend of mine yesterday that because she was asking me where was sir singing at last week, because he was at a church downtown, and there's another church that he sang at. It's probably been about 8 years ago, maybe. And my son Michael, myself, and my G baby were the only people of color in the audience. Sir, when it was time for sir to sing, he picked up that mic and he stood up there, and the intro music started playing. He was singing What's Going On. That's what he's going to sing down there. Okay. And he started out with, how y'all doing out there? I say, how y'all doing out there? And this is a person that hardly ever talk. I mean, he don't initiate no conversation. But that microphone just gives him power. There's power in the microphone. And his mantra is use your voice. Amen. And that's what you're doing here. That's what you're doing here. Can I call you D? That's what you're doing here, Kiki. It's just empowering people by using your voice.
Absolutely.
And I thank you for that.
Thank you. Very welcome. And thank you so much for the powerful and kind affirmations. And that's wonderful about sir. One thing I can attest to, it is a beautiful thing to be able to get on and have that confidence with that microphone and get on that stage. That's not an easy thing to do. I know a lot of people make it look like water. I put up videos all the time, and I'm having a clown fun because I bet if sir and I had a conversation, we have an out-of-body experience when we get on stage. Just like any other actor or Broadway, something like that. But for me personally, I have an out-of-body experience. So I'm actually watching myself. If you can imagine that. I'm doing it, but it's like a puppet, to be honest. I'm watching myself, and I'm watching the crowd, and I'm watching the vibrations, and I'm looking at my teammates, but I can see all that going. just like that while I'm rapping and doing any other thing and looking out and keeping my safety and going at the same time. And so I understand, like, when he becomes that, it transforms you, and then when you let that go, you go right back to your shell.
That's right.
Exactly.
So I have a question for you. My question is, growing up in Flint and then wanting to become a teacher, how did you deal with the Jim Crow kind of, and not being able to, telling you that you wasn't qualified and you wouldn't want to help? Or how did you deal with that? Because I know you had to go through something in those times.
I had, but I'll tell you when I went through it is when I was teaching. So I think that's UPS knocking on my door. When I was teaching, I went through it at what do you want to call it? A blue ribbon school. Mm-hmm. I taught at a blue ribbon school because they took the pre-kindergarten out of the school that I was in, so I had to transfer to another school. Okay. And at that school, I was teaching kindergarten, and you have the open house, and when people came to the open house, they would go to the different classrooms to see the different teachers. And when they came to my classroom, because I was the one discovered, they, excuse me, come in.
You gotta take care of the packages.
Yes, go ahead. Come on in. Maintenance checking the fire extinguishers. So when they came to my classroom and saw this, they immediately turned around and went to the other.
Oh, wow.
And that's where they wanted their kindergartner, right? Mm-hmm. Wow. But baby, by year 2, there was a waiting list.
They might want to come to your class.
There was a waiting list.
Wow.
And there was a waiting list every year. I was there for 8 years. And when I got ready to leave and go back to my roots, which was Edison. Yeah. When I got ready to go back to Edison, they was trying thank you. They was trying everything they could to keep me there. And I was the only.
Yeah. Now, it's interesting because a lot of teachers in Kalamazoo of African descent or Spanish descent or any other different type of descent had such an impact on the students and things like that. Now, where did you go to college?
At Western. That's how I ended up in Kalamazoo. I came up here to go to Western, Michigan University, and I got offered a job here.
Okay. Now, you were teaching in Flint first?
No.
Okay. And so you went to Western, and then you went back to Flint?
No,
that was just, okay, I missed that.
Never went back.
I never went. I never went back.
Okay. What did you think about the water crisis in Flint?
I was glad when my mom and my sister moved because I could look at my sister's skin was turning colors. It was like it was translucent, brown, blue, and translucent. And my mom was getting sick in the hospital all the time. And then actually it was Shahid's brother who said, y'all need to leave Flint. And that's when my mom came up here to live with me, and my sister went to Florida with her daughter. Yeah, they were sick. So I'm glad I didn't go back.
How's their health now?
Oh, my sister when she left Flint, she weighed 220 pounds, sick. Now she weighs about I'm putting her business out there, probably about 165, and she a vegetarian.
Oh.
Very healthy, all into herbs and everything.
Now that's
my mom was 83 when she left Flint, middle child of 8. She's the only one still alive, and she's 91 years old.
Amen.
She lives with me.
Amen. And thank you.
Amen, Mom. Shouts out.
Speaking of moms, my shouts out to my mom too. She's on the spot.
Mine too.
Hey, Mom.
My mama too.
We have our mothers in the house, and it's almost
all right. Shout out to. I see your mom all the time, Mike. I don't think she remember me. So next time I see her, I'm gonna say, "Hi, Mike's mom."
You know what? She's you know, Mama's like we're the opposite. She's so you know, quiet and things like that. She would love that. I'm sure she's smiling and laughing right now. You dig it?
Oh yeah, when I see her, she be laser focused. I see her at the grocery store. She be laser focused, reading them labels.
I know that's right.
Truth right there. Shout out. You know what? Now, speaking of health, you also have your own company, and it's called Total Life Changes.
Yes.
Tell us about your company and your journeys and endeavors, please.
Okay, well, I'll start here.
And I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I apologize. I was asking, and how did you get there? And how did you open it?
There you go. So the year after I retired, I was out mowing the lawn, and I let too much grass get in the bagger, and I hurt my back. And I was laid up for 14 months. And during that time, I hurt so bad. And I had acid reflux because all I was doing at 14 months was shuffling to the kitchen to eat and shuffle back to lay down, because the only time I wasn't in pain was when I was laying down. And I gained a lot of weight.
Okay.
And one day this guy on Facebook, because I was doing network marketing things on Facebook already. I was a tool peddler, marketing tools.
Okay.
And so this guy popped up in my messenger and he said, "Have you heard about that tea that's helping people lose weight?" Okay. And I didn't even know him from Adam. But I said, "No, tell me about it." And he told me, he told me about the tea. And so I said, "I want to get some." And he says, "Well, it costs," at that time it was $34.95 to get 4 weeks worth. Okay. I said, "Well, I just want to try 1 week." He says, "No, he said, you should go ahead on and get the whole 4 weeks and sign up to be a distributor, because when you start getting results, that's what's up, Mike." He said, "When you start getting," I love it. He said, "When you start getting results and people want to buy it, who do you want them to come to get it? Me or you?" And then he said this: "You want them to come to me or you, the smart businesswoman that you are." What did he have to tap that piece on there for?
See, he directed his direct energy to the person that believes and that's your mantra. Go ahead, keep going. I see you. Come on.
So I went ahead on and became a distributor, but I didn't tell anyone. Okay. For about a month and a half, I just was using the product. Okay. I'll just tell you,
when you use the product, what was it? Just drinking?
It's a tea. It was a tea. It's a tea. Comes in a pack like this. You make a gallon. You drink 8 ounces with lunch, 8 ounces with dinner, and 4 ounces with a snack.
Okay.
The acid reflux went away. I don't know if y'all know what acid reflux is, but
I know
like
exactly
you're having
what
a heart attack.
Yeah.
Might miss.
Man, I already know, fam. Trust me.
Y'all know about that? Well, I tell you, the acid reflux. This was in 2014. I haven't had acid reflux since because I started in November of 2014. I haven't had acid reflux since 2014.
That's amazing. That is wonderful.
But I still had the sciatica, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm losing this weight. Like within the matter of 2 months, I lost 20 pounds. And then, when you have sciatica, you have to like sit on cushions or you have to sit on something flat. I mean, because sciatica is a pain in the behind.
It is very hurt. It hurts there. Trust me.
I was sitting in a wooden chair without a cushion. I'm like, what? Oh my God, it was gone. Yeah. It was gone. And I noticed it like 3 months after I had been drinking the tea. It might have been gone before that, but what made me really start promoting the tea was when I started losing the weight. Because I was the last skinny girl standing. Mike, I don't know if you remember, I was a skinny teacher, even though I was pregnant.
Right.
I was skinny. Look, see, come on now. And you see that one in the white?
Move out the way, man.
That is what sciatica did. Hello.
There you go.
And then the purple is me this July.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's what Total Life Changes can do. So you got to tell everybody how you organize and galvanize your business. This is wonderful. I might have to, like we said, we're going to tap in.
Okay, I'm gonna show y'all my rings. This is just, I think I have like, now I'm bragging. I think I have 5
So
rings now. So this is a 100K ring. I have 2 100K rings. What does that mean? It means in the back office, because it's a multi-level marketing company that's located in Ira, Michigan. On my account, documented, I've made over $100,000 twice.
Absolutely fabulous.
They just sent me this one. This one is a 10K. So this, and I like it. It's a 10K. So I have 2 100. So I have 4 rings. So I have 2 100K rings, and I have 2 50K rings. No, 2 100K rings, 1 50K ring. This is my 10K ring, because I'm like, I want to go back and get all my rings. And now I'm working on my 25K ring.
Well, that's absolutely fabulous.
And you see this? You know what I'm wearing?
What you wearing now? What you got? Let's see.
Tell me what you wearing.
Pajamas. These are pajamas. I make this money from home because my mom is 91. I rarely go out unless I'm going to the post office to mail up something.
Right.
I'm running to the grocery store real quick. She's 91, on oxygen, heart condition, even though she fasts. She fasts because when I leave, she want to go and try to find cookies and stuff like that. So I can't leave her too long.
I know
but there is money to be made in this, and the reason why is people want to live.
Yes, we do, and live
people
better.
Want to live, and like when Dee asked me, was it all natural? Was it herbal? Because people are tired of being on medications that lead to another medication and another medication and another medication. People want to work on stuff from the inside. I'm sorry, Mike, but I get like that. No, I'm very passionate about this.
That's what we're here for, and we can tell because you look absolutely fabulous. Like I just told y'all, I am here right now with Vickie Wooden, my first grade teacher, and many other more hats, as you can see. This is fabulous. So when I've watched you on Facebook grow, and I've watched your company, and I thought it was fabulous, and I applaud you. When you started to research and get other people to galvanize, it was the product? Was it the product? It's also your passion? How did you build your team?
I think it's the product and the passion. And when I first started, I was on YouTube a lot. And so you have motivated me to brush off my YouTube and get back on there. And I was just on YouTube talking about the product, showing, and also making videos, showing myself work out. I'm 69 years old. I do not have a med list. I have no conditions. I'm a 20-year breast cancer survivor. And I just try to make some healthy choices. I'm not perfect. I went to bed with a bag of potato chips last night. I ain't even gonna lie. But I made sure I had a healthy breakfast, drink my water, drink my tea. I don't eat a bunch of sweets. And, I choose my poison with just potato chips. So I give up the German chocolate cake and the caramel cake and all that I would love to eat. And it's like, okay, you gotta choose.
Yeah.
Because we do still have to live and enjoy life. And so I research different recipes that taste good, but it's also good for you too. So,
man, healthier foods.
Healthier food. And so when people hear me talking about that on social media, they follow me. A lot of people follow in silence, but then they come into my messenger. And so that's basically how I've built my team, is just being present, just being visible, and people come to me.
Now, kids, just for the world to listen and for it to be here on the record, is there a website that they can gravitate towards to get your product or to contact you for more information?
So, yes, there is a website. I don't send them to the company website because I do have a company website, but sometimes, like, I don't want people to go search Total Life Changes, because what people tend to do is they'll go search it and they be like, oh, I love it, because they're going to. They'll sign up, and they'll sign up under someone that they don't have a relationship with, somebody who may not ever reach out to them. So
you better have someone that's been through it and been, that can coach you through the process. It's much better for everyone. Break bread and he can learn one, teach one, reach one.
That's why they call me Coach V. My name is Vickie Wood, and they call me Coach V. I'm the sassy OG on this side of 69, still walking and talking and sipping this tea.
Come on now.
Oh, she to put it down. Huh?
All right, I'm gonna send you some beats while you playing.
I need some beats because Facebook keep demonetizing my videos because they're saying that I don't have the rights to the music.
They can't.
I went and bought me a guitar at Five Below.
See, you know what, we can probably make something happen with that for you. No problem.
Oh yeah,
awesome right there. Did y'all check that here on I'm from the Zoo? We got that exclusive rhyme right there. Oh, I love it. I love it. You know what?
we got a software for you, Miss. We got something for you. I'm gonna make sure we get something to you.
Now, while we're taking a quick break right here, we're gonna I was like, Kiki, could we run that commercial? And we want to thank our sponsors right now, Blockchain Media, which is B-Dub, Icon Marketing, Sports Marketing. Of course, you're on the Come Through Network right here on I'm From the Zoo, Mike Mish Film Productions. And we also want to thank our sponsor, First United Bank. Dub, who else do you want to thank?
Also want to thank Kellogg's.
Once again, Kellogg's, yes. Breakfast.
Kellogg's and Napalm Farms.
Napalm. Shouts up to Napalm. You know what? Also, before we want to get going, I want to say I also want to thank Miss Norris for going ahead and putting on the pizza delivery web series. I really, really thank you for adding that to the Kwanzaa Film Festival. You know, it means so much, the unity when everybody got together in Kalamazoo and did the auditions, and then the crew got together and we wrote the film with Prophet and I and did the script, and Keys and Dougie, shouts up to you for taking your time and filming it, and shouts over to 702 Restaurant when you let us have the location, and shouts up to the Kalamazoo Police Department that even kind of watched over us when we were shooting our things, whether it was one way or the other. We thank you, and I just wanted to say thank you today to all the different people. I know I'm kind of going off brand because you've inspired me, Miss Vickie, all my life to one thing that you had instilled in me when I was young was that I was smart. And, we're talking 70s, and like I already knew I had something when I was younger coming from Benton Harbor, but to have your first teacher and you're learning how to write and my parents is all educators, my mother, my Aunt Sylvia, my Aunt Joanne, so I was the first one. So I had no choice, you know what I mean? But to be able to be, to have someone there to not only encourage you, but to tell you who you were, it's just so, I'm off to the rock.
She had the eye to see.
Man, so if you're out there, right there, and you want to, you're watching this episode or you're wherever you are in this world, you know what? You matter to those students.
Get a shout out to your teacher. Get a shout out to your teachers, all the teachers out there.
Absolutely. So I'm just astonished. But let's go ahead and get back to now you were also in the service. So we want to thank you so much for your service. Tell us about your time when you were in the service.
Okay. Well, I tell you, it was during my teaching experience. I was actually teaching 4th grade. So it was my 7th year in teaching. And I just kept seeing all these commercials. Commercials matter. Be all that you can be in the army. And I had recently was separated from my husband, and one thing he said to me, so you just don't provoke me, because sometimes people will provoke you to your purpose. And he said you will never be able to take care of him because you are weak. Now why he gonna say that? So I took a sabbatical and I went into the Army. And it was when I was in the Army. Mike, you something else. That's what's up. That's basic training.
Hey, we do our research here on I'm From the Zoo. Why you playing? Don't we, Dub?
Oh yeah, that's what we do.
Come on now.
That's what we do.
Bring it like fire. Bring it.
Oh, that is so nice. Thank you, Mike.
Now, where were you based at here? I'm listening. If I forgive me, keep going. I'm sorry.
I was in South Carolina.
Okay, and you said he said he challenged you.
he challenged me because, he told me that I wouldn't be able to take care of our son by myself. And so I actually let him take care of him for a year while I went into the military. And it was in basic training. I mean, like that first week in basic training that I was told that I am a leader. I was told that, see, words, what you speak into people. This man told me I was weak. This man told me I was strong.
Wow.
So they made me squad leader, then platoon leader, then all the leaders that, and here's the thing, Mike. So even from teaching first grade and telling all of my students that they were great, in all the years that I told all my students that they were great. And in the military, I told my squad they were great. Every competition that we were in, we won. Every.
Wow.
Every. Why? Because when you put it in somebody's head, they say sticks and stones may break. I don't know if y'all used to say that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words will hurt, but words can also empower.
Yes, they
are.
Well, you didn't give me so much game right now. So you didn't tell me that you're the military trained us.
Wow.
Yeah.
But so, your mindset though. Wow.
I think I needed that. So I went to basic training, and then the training, what they call it, AIT, where they give, the occupation, it was radio teletype operator is what I was. And then I came home and went back to teaching, and I was in the Army Reserves for 9 years.
Wow.
And when I left the Army Reserves, I was Sergeant E5.
Wow, man, thank you so much.
Wow, that's amazing.
See how we do now. That is absolutely wonderful. So you're gonna thank you so much for your service.
I wish we could send all the kids through boot camp first.
That would be a good idea, though. Why would you start? Why would you send them to boot camp? Tell us why you would do that, brother.
Just to get some type of discipline or something, because all the kids don't got that.
Yeah.
So absolutely. I'm just saying, if before they can go out there and do anything, they will have to go through the boot camp process first to get them jump started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you learn everything from that point on. And,
you do.
You don't get that. It might take 10 years for you to get that. You could get it in 3 months.
You're right. That's funny that you say that, because like being a young athlete, I love to run, and keeping your body in shape and things like that. It's exactly on what you feed into your mind and what you get out of it. And Miss Wooden, so after when you left the service and you came back, well, what did your husband say when you came back now? Much more respect, though.
I might not need to say that on the air.
All right, we're gonna leave that
alone. Say that on the air, but he was ding-a-ling.
He's gonna take my bell and stand out there with the bucket.
Yeah, but he couldn't tell me nothing after that. No.
Come on now.
But what Dee was saying, I like that. I think, I don't know if they still have like ROTC, but with ROTC, it seems like that was like training people to be officers. But I think that there should be some kind of program for some of these kids who are out here kind of lost, where that some type of basic training can be an option for them. Because just what you were saying also, Mike, is that, you were into sports and it was a mindset and all of that, but who gave you that mindset? Who fed into that mindset? A coach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These kids need some coaches, some real coaches, because not everybody can be an athlete. I was surprised I learned how to do them push-ups as fast as I did, or as many as I had to do in that time frame. But if nobody had told me that I had to do that,
right,
I never would. And then to be able to do something like that, it's like, wow, that, because a lot of these kids have low self-esteem and they feel powerless. But if there was programs like that, which I can't start the program.
Well, let's talk about that though, because maybe we can, because we've got the educators and we've got the leaders such as yourselves, but maybe we need to just work together and build another synergy so that maybe we can start our own school. And we start out by buying our own land and digging from the ground and hiring our own company and finding out that and building that. And the government work with us or whatever they have to do so that we can be affiliated and accredited. And then we can insert some of those same programs that LeBron James's program has.
You want some coconut?
Mute that. But anyway, what I was saying is, we can maybe and instill that maybe it's not like a boot camp type of thing, but some kind of exercise regimen or some kind of, not a military school, but some kind of way where they can have some discipline. In other words, Miss Wood and Miss Hobson, they're going to have to be a time where we take the village back, especially in Kalamazoo and in Michigan, because I'm concerned that when you lose the education and the process that it seems like it has, and let's just be honest, the education is lost. And I'm not blaming nobody and things like that, but it was the way that the system was set up. Let's stop making the residents targets to be in prison, in jail, or dying. We've surplused your complex enough. You have enough money on our bloods and backs of our children. All right. I think we really get into a different narrative now where we're getting tired of that, because the experience that Dub and I and so many other kids from the 70s, 80s, and 90s is so drastic to the children in Kalamazoo right now today. Would you say?
Yeah.
It is.
And this is where I'm saying, like, maybe we need to, I don't know, unity, get together, talk about it, form. We bring in these ideas to the community because we have the resources and the people to do these types of things, whether it's just to talk. I'm amazed with what I'm learning that, from you today, of what else. Now, when you left the military and you've done all this training for things, and then you retired, what else fulfilled your time? Did you write a book?
No. Oh, I actually taught at Western for about 2 years as well.
What did you teach at Western?
I taught pre-intern teachers classroom organization and management, i.e. how to get their kids to behave.
See, we need to have you back. I mean, there's got to be, my mother was a wonderful teacher in Portage. If you remember, she was there but she was started in Kalamazoo. And there was a time when Kalamazoo didn't allow a lot of minority teachers in, but if they did, they gave them so much stress and they were really quick to get them out there. And I think that was a shame. But I just wanted to say, I think the leadership is changing and I'm happy for that. But at the same time, I think that we could put a better, tighter grip on, we got to stop letting the kids do what they got to do. Got to be some kind of things where if you're a juvenile and you're getting into some issues, then maybe that military school or discipline school would be something that is before you. Give you some kind of rehabilitation or something. But before we get to the rehabilitation, how about empowering them like you did?
Yeah.
That's where I'm saying.
But it's only a certain amount of people that got the eye that she got, Mike Miss. Like,
I know, man. I know.
It ain't everybody. We need 100,000 or 1 million of her, but it's only one of them. Can you imagine the vision that she seen for you to be able to knew that you was gonna blossom into something good?
Yeah, absolutely.
What about the teachers that told you weren't gonna be shit?
Well, you know what, man.
You had them too. Don't forget about them. That was one
of the main reasons why I'm so happy to have Miss Wooden here on the show to talk about it, because as you can see with her energy, it sparked all of this. You know what I mean? This started many years ago.
I told you my age. Don't play.
Hey, I'll be 52. God bless you. I'll be 50. I'll be 52. 52 coming up next week. The 27th.
But you know, when I look at you, oh, you a December baby. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, all that whole thing. My Serge is a December baby too, and the chaplain in the hospital told us to celebrate his half birthday. So we always celebrate his birthday around the July 4th.
Oh yeah, his half birthday. Tell him that you're right. You know what, that made sense because I never got a chance to be in school during none of that. So nobody really knew when my birthday came. It just went, but it's all good. You have to be happy in the season. A lot of people have their birthday and they're not really happy with this season because you get blown over. Nobody gives you a gift. You just get one gift and it's your birthday and your Christmas. So you have to adjust for that. But what I'm saying, I don't worry about stuff like that. The gift of giving now for me is giving back, to be honest with you. And you know what? I was a teacher as well. That rubbed off on me. I was able to teach at Advantage in Kalamazoo for a little while. But right now, I'm with Kaiser Sports and out of Los Angeles, but I'm working in Richmond. So I'm coaching basketball, baseball, track and field for the elementary children. So I got the babies, and I get to get the same energy that I have that you've given to me and my other elders to the children. And then on top of that, I'm giving them to Coach Duckett on the field because I'm not playing around.
Coach Duckett. Ooh, okay.
They're like, oh, y'all want to talk? Give me a lap, y'all not paying attention. Oh, you want to stand there? Give me 2 laps then.
See, the younger you can touch them, the better.
Yeah.
The younger you can get in here, the better. So I'm glad that you working with the elementary. And you know what? After a while, they get with the program. They're like, okay, coach is here. We stretch, we do yoga. I told them, I said, man, you're doing a routine that's over 50 years old. It's been worldwide for champions from here all the way to the East Coast have made it, doing the same little simple stretching every day. Y'all can laugh if you want to, but so we get our circle up, we do our neck rotations, shoulders, arms, breathing, I'm giving it to them. And so, but I wanted to get back. I'm just going all over the place because I'm so happy to have you here on Out from the Zoo. And Dub, we get to have a special guest later on our next show, which will be soon, maybe tonight after the replay of this one. Isn't that right? And we're not going to give it away yet, but we got a special. Tell us, you want to tell us who we're going to have on our show a little bit later, Dub?
Oh, yeah, we're going to have on the show Antonio Suhu-Baruti. He's my high school football coach.
From Kalamazoo Central.
Kalamazoo Central.
Yeah, so we're going to have Dub's coach on our show. And I don't even know what quarter we're in because we're just flowing today.
We're third or fourth.
We're in the third or fourth quarter.
We're still in the third. We're still in the third.
How are you doing, Miss Wooden? Are you
5 minutes in the third?
5 minutes in the third. Okay, thank you. How are you doing today with the show? How's it going for you?
Oh, I'm very, very comfortable. Because you and I talked on the phone, and you say it's conversation. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. But one thing that I did not do, I want to make sure I get a chance to get this in for you to put it there somewhere. When I said that I do not give out my Total Life Changes website, I do have a Square store.
Okay.
Where people can go there and purchase product, and they can even contact me through the Square store.
Yeah. Well, we can be like more direct. Like, how would you like? Okay, let's say after the show, and we everybody think. I said, you know what? I'm gonna call Ms. Wooden. I want to get directly with her and find out how I can get directly involved with you. You don't have to say all of the numbers, but just give me an example of how I would directly get in contact with you so that we can go forward and do business.
Email.
Okay, well, first, I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
So I'm on Facebook, and then I have my website, which is WeSipThisTea.com. That's my Square store where you can go and look at the products.
Any spaces in that? We Sip This Tea?
Nope. WeSipThisTea, TEA.com. Yes.
We Sip This Tea.com. We Sip This Tea.com. Come on now.
WeSipThisTea.com. This is the watermelon. You put the watermelon up there.
What? That's what I'm talking about.
WeSipThisTea.com.
WeSipThisTea.com. It's there.
Yes. And then that's also an email.
Okay.
WeSipThisTea@gmail.com. And then I'm on Facebook.
All right. But no, we got you shouted out very well.
Thank you. Yes.
So I got a question on the herbal. So
Yeah.
is that where we called to get the rest of the instructions to sign up for because I want to purchase through you and then find out whatever I can do to get more, or we can.
Well, Mike can give you my phone number. I give you permission, Mike, to give him my phone number because I don't like to my company website. Like I said, I tell people don't sling links, develop relationship. My team is so strong.
Yes.
Because of the relationship that I have with them.
Right.
I'm not about, I'm not about quantity as much as I am about quality. And I want to have a quality relationship with my team.
That makes sense.
And so when if you do decide that you want to be a distributor and have your own website and be able to purchase product, because I can show you how to purchase from yourself and make money too. I say, let me hold your hand through the process.
I understand.
I explain to you what you see when you go to that website. So you be on the phone with me while you looking at your computer. I'm gonna tell you, look at that piece, click that right there. Let me tell you what that means.
Yeah.
Because I want you to, because I want to empower you. That's the teacher in me. Some people just want to sling and say, go at it. No, I'm a teacher for life, Mike.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
And I didn't tell you this. I teach marketing strategies that work. It's my own, what I want to say, program that I was teaching before I even ran into this team. And what I was doing is teaching network marketers how to brand themselves.
Maybe there could be an opportunity that we could do some co-sponsorship.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I would love to think up.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing because that's the type of stuff we're looking for. That's gonna make some progress.
Yeah, because that's why I asked you, Mike, about the social square.
Okay. The social square.
You learn something new every day.
Learn something new every day. I gotta get more hip to it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I got you.
See,
I'm your teacher for life.
I see. I appreciate it. And I'm thankful. You know what I mean? I am super.
I know that's right.
Why can't I be? Nothing but smiles on my faces right now. So we got the WeSipThisTea.com. And could tell us about this event that I had up here. What is Candy Cleanse?
Ooh, Candy Cleanse is a recipe that we have put together.
Let me get it up.
That really helps with the cleanse. It helps to expedite a cleanse. And yes, that's what's happening right there. People are losing weight faster because the reason why we need a cleanse is because we have so much lodged in our intestinal walls.
I agree.
And that gut brain is in there telling you what it wants you to eat. And then you end up with brain fog, hot flashes, all kind of illnesses, skin conditions, and all of that. Everything starts in the gut. If you can tame the gut first, then you can get, the weight under control. I'm not at my ideal weight. I lost my son in 21 and then I just started eating, you know how we do. We self-medicate. I didn't let them put me on no antidepressants. Yeah. I went and got me some potato chips and some wine.
Yeah.
And so I'm telling
you know what? I agree. We all go through so many different transformations. I remember a time when I had torn my Achilles tendon. And I got so depressed because I had to stay at home and I was in the music entertainment in New York. And I had a picture and I was bigger than Al Sharpton. I'm going to say this, the picture of myself. I took a picture with Al Sharpton and I was bigger than Al Sharpton in this picture. And when I saw that, both of us have changed our lives. But when I saw that really made me want to, change what was going on with my makeup. And then fortunately, God showed me and revealed other things like I'm allergic to alcohol. How about that? So, when you don't know that and you're just out here living it up and doing this entertainment world and doing too much just to hang, and you just stop feeling. But God saved me and said, hey man, this is not for you. And I was, fortunate enough to go ahead and make changes maybe like almost 4 years ago, maybe once in a while, but it doesn't do me any good. I know what's going to happen. So when you know what's going to happen, when your brain changes, you don't keep doing the same old pattern. And I think that that's one of the things that I'm happy to have you here about with your company, is because you get to tell people about life changes. Hey, sip some tea. Simple as sipping some tea to help out that because it helps me, because my stomach, I don't want to go into it too much, but I was very sick, because of my internal what was going on. So I had to go to a tea regimen, a lemon regimen. I wake up in the morning and eat lemons. So I'm very interested in your product and talking with you more about it.
Okay.
So thank you so much for sharing. Now,
get some of that spirulina. You got some of that tea?
Come on now.
Gotta get some of the good stuff. Yes.
I'm listening.
That's what I'm talking about. One more thing I wanted to ask. Would you ever go back in considering any part-time? I know you probably don't have time for it, but would you ever consider like it's creating a program for the children and maybe instilling some of your values into that program?
I would love for us to have a conversation about that.
That sounds wonderful. I think so too. I think maybe like, there has to be a time in Kalamazoo where, because I care about my community, as you know, even though I'm not in the community all the time, I care about the community all the time. And maybe I think growing a think tank of how that we could maybe change some ways, maybe like just start small, like, hey, this Saturday, bring your children out. We're going to have a nice time, 3 or 4 hours, so people can't overdo it and get to, nice things, so have something nice for the parents to do, and maybe have some giveaways, some things like that, just not make it, and then make this frequent. You know what I mean? Like if they got farmers market every Saturday, why can't we have family market every Saturday? All right. Bring your goods and services out, your cookies or your teas out, or your businesses out. We need to be allowed to have one space indoors or outdoors where people can be free. It can be a safe zone where people can come and shop and they can network and they can build, and then I also think that there needs to be here's my personal thing. I think sports makes everything happen for children. And because your mind is going to be right, you're going to be healthy, you're going to get people that are teaching you that care about the specific thing that you're going to be taught. And so I just think that, for our community, we're doing this show because we've got you on the show, Ms. Wooden, because you're one of those leaders. And one of the things that we also do here on the show is, if you could recommend anyone to be a guest on the show, who would that be?
My mentor in my business name is Philip T. Birchfield. 7-figure earner.
Wow.
In this here tea business. Wow. That is my mentor. Amazing. Yes, very down to earth. It will be him.
Well, that sounds wonderful. What you think about that, Dub?
Major.
It will be him for sure.
That would be him for sure. You know what? Now I know we've been all over. We talked about. Thank you so much for that. We will welcome Mr. Birchfield to the show. We absolutely would love it. And thank you. And we can't wait to follow up more. Is there anything more that you would like to share with us? Tell us. You know what? I'm gonna go back to the beginning because I let this.
No, actually, what's your vision for the up and coming? For the next couple of years on with the youth? What kind of plans you got up that you want to do for the kids coming up? What kind of projects you got going on?
You talking to me or to Mike?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Me?
Yes.
For the kids?
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay, but I'm not, like I said, I'm willing to sit at the table, right, and we can have the conversation. That's why I said we need to have a conversation about that.
There
Yeah.
definitely
But-
needs to be
but-
a combination, an organization conversation of that.
But
yeah.
the only kid I'm taking care of right now is the one back there. She's 91 years old.
I know that's right.
Tell us about that, taking care of your mother and for being. Tell us about that. That's how I mean, our
That's deep.
producer is wonderful. Myself, my brother. We love our mothers. And we want to know how does that feel to take care of her and be with her a lot like that.
It's I don't even know how to describe it, except that it is a privilege and an honor, and it's my life. This is the lady that brought me into the world, right? And it is my life. It is not easy.
Yeah.
And some would say it's a sacrifice, but I don't want her in a nursing home, not when she has me and my sister, who could take care of her. So, I live my my Vickie around my mom, And so that's why I put my pajamas on, because, I run my business in my PJs. Right here. And because I really believe it's because of this business that my mom is still alive, because she uses these products. And like I said, she's the middle child of 8, and she's the only one still alive. Her youngest 2 siblings passed away the year after my mom moved from Flint, moved here.
Yeah, wow.
And she wants to do everything she sees me do. So we both have a fitness room. This is a 4-bedroom apartment. And so 1 bedroom is my fitness room, 1 bedroom is her fitness room. Then she has her sleeping room, and I have my sleeping room. And so she wants to do everything that she sees me do, so.
Speaking of that, like what you said that you have a shirt that says walking is important. Tell everybody why walking is important in your mind.
Because movement is like lotion to the joints. Somebody said that last night, so I'm gonna use that. But we do need to move. If we don't move our body, and even her, I have her walking up and down this hall. She has a recumbent bike in her room. She has the little cubey thing so that she can continue to move. Moving is like I say, is juice in the joints. It's juice in the joints, and also it's good for our heart. It's good for our lungs, and we need our heart and lungs to live. And that walking, it doesn't have to be fast walking, but it's going to take care of your heart, your lungs, your joints. And I get the most amazing ideas. I call them big ideas when I'm out walking.
Wow. That is the truth, because I can agree with that. When I would out there be running, you get these ideas in your body, your endorphins are released. I think one of the things that I enjoyed about being an athlete was the more that I would push myself, the better I would feel. And the results were ridiculous. So, because when we got to the meets or whether basketball games or football, baseball, whatever, it was just like going through the motions. I'm just trying to get to my level. So I totally agree with you about movement, and especially let's just keep it frank, in the black community, we don't push the exercise like we're supposed to. And we get mad at each other that, we got it's like a parallel. You got top athletes in the world, it's us. And then you got top not doing anything at all, it's us. Let's just keep it 100, man. We gotta close that gap. And if it's not just for yourself, just think, man, because I'm gonna be empowered to be here for a long time too. And my grandmother Mimi, you remember Mimi? Mimi used to drink noni
juice.
Mm-hmm. Man, and swore by it. And she was an affiliate, and she not only made us drink the noni, she was very successful with that product because she stood by it, and she lived to be well into her 93. You know what I mean? So that was a testament to her, because she was working still till she was 90 years old at the senior center.
And you know what, Mike, this is something that I realized when I was a kid. I didn't see my mom, my aunts, my uncles. I didn't see none of my people working out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you weren't on a sports team, you were not working out.
Right.
And this thing right here is keeping our kids today held hostage because the only thing they're working out is their
Is that
fingers. They're
phone
not
or
going
fingers?
outside and playing like we did, you know. They're not working out.
No.
Their parents are not working out. It's like they don't have, we have to set the example. My son, sir, my sister was, I talked to my sister yesterday. She lives near sir, and she said, I see sir out running early in the morning. I said, yeah. I said he was out there running with his black hoodie on and all black pants, and I went and bought him some fluorescent. I'm like, baby, you living in Millwood. He live over by Greenwood. I'm like, baby, you living in Millwood. You can't be no black man running at 6 o'clock in the morning with
And
his
you know
bike.
what?
I went and bought him all kind of fluorescent clothes.
But how real you are with that. When I moved to Florida, I went jogging and the police pulled me over and said, "Where are you going?" And I said, "I'm going for the jog." And an officer said, "I doubt that." Messed me up, man. And I had just moved to Florida, like, really? So, you know, like what you said is so important. It's a shame that we can't be that. Shouts out to that brother in Georgia for Aubrey from going jogging, then to Ashe to the ancestor, you know, because that right there is so powerful. So on this show, let us run and work out and exercise, please. All right. You see a man running or a woman running, they ain't always running from a fire. They might want to be able to keep themselves in shape, you know? And that's the realest right there. That is the realest right there.
But y'all better go on and get you some fluorescent stuff. I bought sir so much fluorescent stuff for Christmas. I got him a winter jacket that is a fluorescent green.
So where's sir going to be singing at soon? Can you tell where's he going to be performing? Or
well, he just did his.
I wish we had a video of his singing. We would put that in the show and let him sing.
Oh my God! His last one is on my it's on my Facebook page.
Okay.
Then he started busting the move.
You on Facebook. Let everybody know how they can contact you on Facebook.
So I'm Vickie.Wooden.
Vickie.Wooden. And we've had such a privilege today. If you're just joining us or you've been with us, we appreciate you right here on the Come Through Network. I'm from the zoo. I'm Mike Michigan, my co-host B-Dub. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do something special today. We're doing 2 shows, and we're honoring our beginnings in this Kwanzaa season. And I know that we've kind of gone back and forth, but we want to thank you for your military service. We want to thank you for raising a special needs child that is dynamically wonderful. We want to thank you for taking care of your mother. We want to shout out to our moms here. You know what I'm saying?
Can I add one more thing, Mike?
Yes, you can add whatever you like. Yes.
So I also, want to mention my son, Mike Prism, who passed away.
Michael.
I spoke, and and this is the last thing about when I say that we have to speak into our kids. Yes. When Mike was in high school, he still really didn't know what he wanted to do or what he wanted to be, like most people. But I see, we have to look at our kids and we see their gifts. Don't ignore their gifts. I could see that he was an artist. And I told him when he was in high school, I said, you're going to be a graphic artist. You can go to graphic art school. He didn't get that. But in his 30s, Mike became a self-taught graphic artist. And he did most of the graphics for Total Life Changes representatives. He did their banners. He did their retractable banners. He did their business cards. He did their flyers. He did their videos. I always say, and then I'll shut up. And this is what I tell my team. I say, you do not want to be a person who will not be missed if you left. Amen. You have to make a positive mark. So you've got to reach inside, find your gifts, and stop hiding them. Amen. You got to use them. You got to make a difference. And my Mike made a huge difference. I miss him so much as a mom and also as a business partner.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I thank you so much for celebrating Mike Prison. We keep you alive, Michael. We love you, brother. Thank you for everything that you've done and you do, and you're continuing in here. And like, you know what? One thing about the passing on, it says in the Bible, if you believe in God, you know that it is in heaven as it is on earth. So I also believe that the spirit never leaves. It never leaves. It never transfers. As we talk about the people that we love that are here and the ones that are gone, you say Ashe, and with that you would pour a libation of water. All right, and you say your ancestor's name. You say their name, John Bankston, Mike Prison, Ashe. All right. You say that with that because you're watering the spirit. Get you a plant and water and say that and bring those things because spirits and people's names are spirits. You want your ancestors to be with you and to give you power, you bring them with you. I'm giving you guys some metaphysics spirits, some science out there. And I know y'all looking at me like, I know what I'm talking about because I am Black history. And thank my mama for sending it. And the reason why I am Black history is because I was taught by Miss Vickie Wooden at the first grade. She said that you are smart. And she told her whole squad and her whole platoon when they made her a leader that they were somebody. And she's built up an empire of people around her that love and her energies. And she grew up in a family that was singing, where the energy was great. I'm blessed to be with her nephew, the Gov. Shouts up to him. He's taking care of his brother's children, and he's a wonderful father. He stepped up to the plate. I'm just absolutely happy to have you, Miss Coach V. Dub, is there anything else you want to share as we go on?
Priceless. She's so priceless.
Absolutely. Miss V, Coach V, is there anything else that you'd like to say before we went to overtime? Can you believe that? We thought we was going to do a half an hour, and we went deep in the paint.
I see. And like I said, it's just a privilege and an honor. I think we've talked about some things that we're going to be doing in the future. So, Dee, I expect to hear from you. Mike's going to give you my phone number. And Mike, we're going to talk about what we can do for kids.
Yes.
Okay. We planted a seed. Words are seeds. We planted some seeds today. Now we gotta do what would you say? We gotta get that water.
Gotta get that water.
Get that water.
Get that water.
I'm ready.
I'm from the Zoo podcast right here. You know what?
I need one of them.
Yeah, you know. Speaking of that, I'm glad you said that. Dub and I are getting the merchandise together as we speak. So we're gonna have like cups, socks. What'd you say, hoodies? And you know what? We also have elevated our game. This is our 12th show. So we are number 12 today. And that's a year round if you're doing it month to month, but we're doing it weekly. And if we miss a week, don't worry. We got something planned, something big. Next week is my birthday. My goodness. You know what I'm saying? It's the start of Kwanzaa season. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year, happy holidays, whatever you want to say to everybody out there. Miss Vickie is in her pajamas. She's about to get off the phone and get busy with Total Life Changes. Dub and I, we got to get ready for who we got on our guest next coming up, Coach?
We got Antonio Sahuba Baruti, my high school football coach and a teacher. He he had his master's in bilingual, so he speaks Spanish. Spanish teacher.
So after this right here, stay tuned to the next one and check it out. We are also on Spotify. All you got to do is just go say, I'm from the Zoo on Spotify, and the podcast will come up forever. And that's what we do. And we got it on YouTube. So once again, we want to thank you, Coach V, for being here today. I want to thank you from once again, from my heart and, believing in a young man. And I'm sure that I can speak for everybody that you touched. We thank you.
All right.
All righty. Thank you, everyone. And I will be sharing what I'm able, what I have permission to share from I'm in the Zoo over to my page, and also some other groups that I'm in that are Kalamazoo groups, so that can drive some traffic.
Well, we could do that, and I certainly want to. And I'm gonna have to talk to you because I want to get up on this T, keep myself fit for 2024. And we would love to have you, like we said, we could talk about the sponsorships with the show, right?
Okay. Oh, absolutely.
Let's grow this trip.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Hey, everybody, we out of here. Thank you.
Kiki, hit it, Kiki.
On the Come Through Network, I'm from the Zoo. We are out of here. Have a good day, y'all.
Yeah. I can't stress, I can't stress, I can't stress, I can't stress right now. No. Remix. I can't stress, I can't stress, I can't stress, I can't stress right now. I can't stress, I can't stress, I can't stress, I can't stress right now. Can't stress right now. I can't stress, I can't stress, I can't stress, I can't stress right. Every time I walk, I'm an algorithm. Buddha cosmos with the street rhythm. Slide in the spaceship to the day. Everything we touch makes history. My vibe's so great, it's an energy. That's why you can't stress me. Now I'm a player with the highest degree, so let's connect and grow the family. You got